here's your host. This is me, Mark Mozart, and my assistant, Nick.
Hi.
All right, Nick, what are we gonna do today?
Okay, today we're gonna listen to another track from our Master Feedback series.
Yeah, let me check. Hey Mark, Dave here. I'd like to submit a track to you guys. I co-wrote it with my brothers and my oldest brother mixed produced it. We're actually looking to get it mastered, and Phil, my brother, would love some feedback since he's always looking to learn and improve. Well, David is a great buddy of mine, long-time drummer of the Blue Man show in Berlin. Awesome guy.
Cool.
I met him a couple of times. We have a lot of common friends in America. He also worked with Matt Fink from Prince and the Revolution in America.
Oh, okay.
And I had worked with Matt a while ago. Let's start the track.
Get into it.
Something about all the ways you move me. Something about how you lock me in. Oh, something about all the ways you use me. Running a race I just can't win. Oh, I thought that you'd believed in me. Never thought you'd believe in me. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't drink, I can't think at all. Too blind, I can't see the writings on the wall. Can't stop, break down, tailspin, watch me lose control. Rock bottom, you left me here. I can't believe the way you forgot about all the things you say. Oh, your lying came without delay. Cause I knew that right after you would get to make your getaway. You said it's much too soon to tell that you went and you trained. Well, I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't drink, I can't think at all. Too blind, I can't see the writings on the wall. Can't stop, break down, tailspin, watch me lose control.
It's a bit lifeless.
Yeah, I agree.
It's completely lacking the, what is it, 200, 300, even up to 700, where a mix needs some meat.
Yeah.
In the mid-range, the typical, where we do the
SSL thing.
Chris lord-alge kind of SSL textures, that's lacking.
The snare needs a little bit more snap, a little bit more energy, and I really don't know about the bass. Mark's playing the studio drum kit.
David knows how a snare drum should sound.
Yeah.
And this is a bit lifeless. If I was the mix of this, I would probably get some triggers going for the drums, and it needs some smashing stuff. Maybe the direct signal they have for the snare and kick is okay, but you know the usual thing that we do, we get the triggers with slate trigger, and then
fade in,
bring in some room mics.
Yeah.
Bring in some live, and this is also where you get a lot of the textures for the drum set that brings it alive.
Overheads and rooms are super important.
Yeah, especially for this kind of music where you got a live band vibe going.
Yeah, of course. And what do you think about the bass?
Something about all the ways you use
the bass is okay the way it is, but it's not sitting in the track. It's not really communicating with the drums. Go to a low level and check, is there any sections where the bass is dropping out or is losing my attention, or is there any place where it's going too up front? Because the bass is not the lead singer. And
shouldn't be. Yeah.
There's some places where I'm like, wow, you know, you listen to the track and I immediately go like this, you know, but the bass is the bass, you know.
Yeah. Let's turn it up
all
again.
the things you'd say. Oh, your lying came without delay. Cause I knew that right after you would get to make your
Lead vocals need a
getaway.
little bit more
You
excitement.
said it's much too soon to tell. Then you went and you drained my well. I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't drink, I can't think at all. Too blind, I can't see the writings on the wall. Can't stop.
I think that the brass is super boring. It's completely lacking on high frequencies.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like you put up
It's
you put up an iPhone and record and film a live performance of a live band. You know, I'm not getting this thing on a really exciting mix. I get this thing where, you know, the singer comes up here and it's really, I mean, it's a matter of taste if you want the singer really up front, but to have a bit of a stage going on in the mix, this is something on really good mixes, and these expensive speakers, we usually have a real stage going on, and this is not happening here. So
a little bit more definition to the instruments.
it's, I mean, the heart of it is the drums, because there's no energy behind the drums. I would literally re-trigger them and find some great sounds. I mean, that's obviously, as we say in Germany, eine große Baustelle. That's a big, that's a huge building site, because you need to have a library of drum sounds that you're familiar with. I mean, even if you get whatever, the whole Stephen Slade, all expansions and everything, you know, and you need to learn what's working with what, and so you need to be comfortable with these libraries. And I mean, the Slade stuff is really good, I have to say. Unfortunately I paid for everything, but maybe that changes now.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's good stuff, and it would work here. And yeah, I mean, we talked about it. So the drums are at the heart, and then the bass is probably, the audio is probably great. It just needs to integrate with the drums. I don't know, maybe some side chaining where the kick pushes the bass a bit back, and this is another big Baustelle, as we say in Germany, because you can do a simple side chaining where the bass, the entire level of the bass gets kicked back when the kick comes in, or you can do a thing where you say, okay, it's only pushing the bass into the back at 50 hertz, 80 or 100 or wherever you want the kick to focus. So kick and bass is at the heart of it, and once this is pumping, I mean, here in this mix you can't even make the brass big. I mean, for me, real brass is always something where some 200, 500, 700 hertz can be heavily featured.
Sure,
you know, it's
sure.
Really, you need to really feel the player in the room, you know.
Yeah, but this needs some separation, and this stage thing you mentioned, and
reverbs. I mean,
should be.
And where is the main camera? Is this the main camera? Yeah. A lot of people think, oh, drums, I need a lot of reverb. Funny thing is,
you don't.
no. All the three-dimensionality of the drums is coming through the room mics.
Yeah.
And putting any type of reverb on the drums is either for an effect, you know, if you want that, whatever, we just mixed the track where we had a Linn drum snare, and there it's great, it's in a 1980s context where the Lexicon digital reverbs came out first, and you can put a Lexicon digital reverb on it, and it gives you that 80s vibe, or you have an echo chamber and have a 60s vibe, but contemporary real drums live from the recording of great room mics.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't have these in the recording, so this is where he generates them with some triggers. I wouldn't even know, I mean, even if he sent us stems of this, it's in the mix. You know, we couldn't. This is not a stem mastering. This is really going back to the mix, and instead of, I don't know, 4 or 5 channels he has on his mix from the drums, it's 18. You know, it's
sure.
It's close room mics, it's far room mics, it's upper snare, top snare, bottom snare, and it's and it's experimenting with all these mics and getting a balance. And I mean, of course, this is something I wouldn't want to do in the box, you know. I mean, this is why we have the SSL here, and we love it so much because
and we
I mean, almost
two bass for two.
Yeah, I mean, this is where
for the drums.
Let me grab the hand camera. This is an entire bank, stereo drums, stereo toms, kick 1, kick 2, snare 1, snare 2, overhead, room.
I mean, this is the layout for the mixing, not for the tracking. I mean, if you track
and then
drums,
we got all these compressors for parallel compression, and we can bring this stuff in. He needs to go back to the mix on the drums.
Yeah.
The vocals is something we can always improve on stem mastering.
Yeah.
If he gives us the dry vocal or even a mono version and effect separate, this is something we can improve here.
I think we should have a listen at the bridge and the rest of the song.
Prepared for some surprises at the end. Guitar solo, nice.
Is it a guitar or is it?
This is easy, the guitar solo, because you go back to some 80s music and listen to some Bon Jovi guitar solos.
I really don't know if it's a guitar or a synth.
We are really mean today.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but this guitar sound needs some improvement.
Nice song, nice performances, but yes, the mix needs some work. I mean, that's probably it for today.
That's probably it.
One thing I need to let you know, this is going on YouTube as well. This is one camera, this is another camera. This is the live stream. We're doing one of these every day of this week. We have a nice room mic here, so the sound will be a lot better compared to the stream. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye.